So, as many people know, I am a very huge Pokemon fan. And even after this crazy video, which we all know good and well, that this is going to be a rant video, and kind of very exclamation video to be honest, I still love Pokemon for what it's worth. I'm actually very excited to see what Legends Arceus has in store. Especially after the bullshit, which was this crap. Oh boy, I cannot tell you how bad this is. Like, I cannot really fathom how bad it is. But you want to know how bad it is? And to be perfectly honest, I don't regret this. It is so bad that I went on an ultimate rampage and literally broke this. This is how bad it really was. Let me see if I can try to zoom it in. I'll have a better picture out later on to showcase how bad it is. But it's really that bad. Like, I'm trying to see. Is it like that? Or I don't know. But you can probably tell how bad. Like, I'll have a picture out later. But I literally broke this card. And if you think I'm joking, let me just show you real quick. I'll just pull out this. And hopefully this doesn't get any crappy thing here. Turn this down because of reasons. Even though really not a bad deal. Alright, I'll take it out my recent game and watch this as I entered this in a very odd but yet very interesting way. It should... There it is. Yeah, pretty much goes too bad that I even just blow it up stuff. But like I said, I have no regrets at this. And also, I'm just gonna... Come on now, turn off. Well, I'll do this while I'm talking. But, yeah, I broke it to that point, and still is broken. But like I said, I give two shits about that. Hell, I even deleted the game files afterwards to prove a point. And probably put it in the cloud, I think. I don't know. I gotta turn this thing back on. There we go. Now, obviously, you guys might be wondering how I broke it. Simple. I lost my mind and threw like a baseball, hit it a few times, and smashed it to millions of pieces. Well, not really millions of pieces part. That's just literally a joke. Side note joke. But that's literally what happened. By the way, hold on. I'm just double checking. But while I'm checking this, as you guys probably can tell, I want to go ahead and not only literally explain my frustration on why I broke that thing too much to the point where I have no regrets of it, and why I'm not probably going to play the other half, because you both know I have both. The real point of this video is explain why the fuck, because I'm not the only one. Well, actually, I'm probably the only one that went insane and broke my thing, and again, I will not regret it at all, because it sucks. It ultimately sucks. Plus, also, I got another one, so I don't care. Like, I got both versions. But really, I don't give two shits. But this begs the question, because like I said, even though, to be fair, the other people who do these reviews, they don't break their things. The question is, why is this breakable? Or better yet, more importantly, what's wrong with this game? Because this makes no sense. Like, obviously it sold well, it makes sense, but there's multiple reasons why I went nuts over this game. And I'm not the only one. Well, technically I am probably going to be the only person on YouTube that broke his freaking shiny pearl to prove a point of how frustrated I am. The question is, why on earth is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or Shiny Diamond, or whatever bullshit Pearl, has been with mixed and negative reviews? Because obviously people do love these games, and it makes sense. I understand that people want these. And why is this remake is probably the weirdest remake of anything I ever seen in my life. Because I've seen a lot of remakes a little bit. Even ones I haven't played yet, but I have seen it. And hell, I even got the recent Ingavalion, however you pronounce that crap. You already seen it on my Instagram, but you know, that movie with the angels and all that. You know, you cannot redo. But this has to be the most insane thing of a remake I ever had. Sorry, I need water. But anyways, why? Why did it happen? And like I said, I'm not going to actually go through a full theory video on this because really, to be fair, the long story short of it is I'm just going to do more of my own kind of theory thing, but actually more discuss it. A, because really I do want to discuss my emotions on this and do like a review of it. But also B, try to at least, so that way I don't have to do too much to showcase this. Because the evidence in my theory are pretty clear and you can look it up on your own. But still, this begs the question, what happened? Before we do get what happened, let's kind of explain the whole reason why I quit. Now, before I continue, I want to make it very clear. I have not beaten this game, obviously. I only got up to the third gem, but after seeing literally gameplay videos and everything else, what I heard so far from other videos, is not worth my time. Hell, and it's kind of interesting because I do have a past with the 4th gen Pokemon. This is because, believe it or not, my first official Pokemon game, other than the spin-offs, because I discount them, but my first mainline Pokemon game is actually not my favorite Pokemon game and my favorite video game of all time, Pokemon Y. It was actually Pokemon Platinum. Now, I have some critics with that game as well, which is why, and I will admit I am not too much of a big fan of Gen 4. But I do still appreciate what I played. And admittedly, I will admit I was able to get through Pokemon Platinum. And I will admit, probably one of the reasons why I literally suck at this game, and to the point where I broke it, is because I think, and it is kind of an issue, I will admit, is because the further down the line I have played Pokemon, the easier it got. Like, the only other time I had a very struggle to deal with a struggle game that was super tough in forms was Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, aka just Ultra Sun. But I can tell you right off top, the first time I ever had the game, not the time when I do that playthrough, but the first official time when I had it, when I first bought it, man, that game was so tough. I was like, what the fuck? But I was able to get through it, and as you guys saw in my playthrough, I was even, ironically enough, able to beat the spider for the first time in the first run. That is super crazy. But you cannot tell my frustration of that game. Like, holy crap. But, you know, what's interesting is that was against Ultra Sun. But either way, even then, that was forgivable, considering that it was still passable. I would literally argue that this game is not passable in a sense. Now, obviously, I am super wrong because people have passed this. But my issue with that is, it is super mega dank hard. Like, I even see, like, and I'm not the only one, even critics has stated that the Elite Four had a higher jump excuse me, I gotta be careful with that because that is going to be, in level, it would create a curve, a learning curve very quickly on that. Which worries me because, again, I have not completed or beat this game. I literally broke the freaking thing, and I'm going to have to truly start over with Pokemon Diamond. Which, let's be honest, I am not going to do that. I'm going to keep my promise and finish Pokemon Y first, before even doing a little finger touch of that game. And even then, it's probably going to be like, I'm willing to bet freaking underneath 10 videos. Because I will lose that game. I will lose to that game. That is not a lie. Holy mother of bullshit crap. That's not a lie, and I will admit that. Because there's a lot of things I can go over and skim over. For one, the game, And there's a lot of complaints to it on my end. Now, the game is polished and all that. It does look good, and some of the music does sound great. However, the bunch of other stuff is just too weird. The leveling is kind of broken. Like, here's how bad it was. I was literally stuck at the third gym. And that's not even the biggest problem. Like, since I have it here, I can showcase this and just show how bad it is. I was stuck at the third gym, and I was going to use this for a writing review, but I haven't make it. But they even do this as a freaking, I don't know if you can see it. They even do that as like an animation kind of thing and just have a freeze frame wider than the whole thing, which I can understand, but holy crap, like some of the art movement was out of line. The Kiwi stuff was fine to me, I don't care, but I will admit it looks stupid in some cases. I mean, I'm okay with stupid, but I can agree with some of those people who complain about it. And to make a long story short, I can forgive the game for trying to make it a little bit easier because they didn't. Luckily, they kept the XP share, which I know that was a controversy thing, but you're gonna have to suck it up and deal with it, especially since how fucking hard this game is. Like, holy crap. I don't know why people would complain, because I really had a tough time on my first run through of this. I was soft locked in the frickin' fighting gym. I literally lost my mind at that gym, and that's it. And I will admit, this is probably the reason why, because let's be honest, I am a bitch, and I will admit that. But hell, if even critics are reviewing the end of the game, and what I've been seeing, because I've seen a lot of other complaints, some I will admit it's kind of out there, but even then are pretty surprising, then many people have to really wonder what happened with this remake. But the biggest problem is it's super, not only is it super a little bit boring, which to me it is and a few others, but the reason why it's so mega dang boring is because it literally is just a copy and paste. This shouldn't even, well, it doesn't even use the remake thing. This is not a remake. This is a copy and paste update of a game. This is literally is. Now, the same story beats are still intact of this. And I know, because I played Platinum, and even then, I know that's a little bit bad, but I've seen the old version of Diamond and Pearl already before. And I could tell, agreeing with other people, this is literally a copy and paste. With the only section being it's not really have Platinum content, which even then, that's a fail. And it has no updates whatsoever. And I will admit there are people who argue that there shouldn't be too much updates, which is fine. I understand that they want a general, remake. But holy crap, this thing is more like copy and paste than a fucking remake. Like, the only thing I have seen, other than RSO and all that bullshit, that really is a remake, is because the Game Corner became a freaking shopping mall. That is literally truthfully it. Or a shopping store, whatever you want to call it. Because obviously the whole gamble thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Literally. Look up why they remove slot machines in gaming. Other than fucking lying phone apps that tell you sell money. Which I already did a video on that bullshit. But point is, that was insane. And I don't understand why. Like I said, I am not, this is just a full theory of mine, but it really does baffle me, because, I'm not too surprised I was going to like it. I know I was going to hate it, but man, this is literally the first Pokemon, this is literally second, but actually the first Pokemon game I ever broke in anger. I didn't even freaking broke Ultra Sun the first time. Yes, I throw it like a football, but at least I tried my best to beat it. But every time I tried this thing, it feels like the game was literally cheating on me. And it's nuts. Now, obviously, this is just me, and I don't discount this as my review, because obviously, like I said, I am a bitch. But there's no doubt that this game, to my opinion, even without my gameplay, my playthrough, my first fucking playthrough of me breaking this thing, holy crap, this game sucks. like, this is the first time ever, well, this is literally the worst Pokemon game I ever played. That's being honest. This is, like, hell, even Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, despite me admittedly not liking Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in some ways, that thing is still, like, in the top 5 due to what they did. And it still bugs me. But this does beg the question, what did happen? Why was this really is a copy and paste? Because this wasn't a remake. A remake is, you still tell the same story, but you add more content to it. I mean, hell, freaking Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is an absolute remake. Freaking Heart Gold and Soul Silver is an absolute remake. Try to think of other remakes, because I think that wasn't the only ones. I think that was. But still, those were remakes. Oh, and also the other Kanto games. That's the one I forgot. But those are remakes. So the question is, why was this remake broken? Why was it not even a real remake? Why was it more like copy and paste? I have at least 2 major theories, and both of them literally becomes tied to one ultra theory. No pun intended. And that is, my biggest theory is because the company who made this thing was absolutely clear on making this a copy and paste no matter what bullshit. Now you might be thinking, Foxcat, what do you mean? Well, first of all, many people will think, hey, this is probably the Game Freak, blah, blah. Well, here's a fun plot twist if you haven't been caught up with the game. And I wish I could find the frickin'... I can't really find it. It's super small. I was supposed to try to show you this. I don't know. At least it showed me copyright bullshit. But still, this was not made by the company of Game Freak. This was made by a company called ILCK, which is literally a brand new company I recently heard about that was shipped over. For those who haven't been following, which might be obviously because A, you may not be a Pokemon fan, or B, you may not care. I really need to pause this when I'll do this. This Pokemon remake was not made by Game Freak. Yes, it was probably helped by Game Freak. I mean, I don't know how it worked, but this was not truly developed by Game Freak. This was developed by a new company, which actually that even defaults because I don't even know what this company did. And it was handed over because Game Freak is now working on Arceus, blah, blah, blah. Which I could at least agree with one end, that's fine. I mean, I agree with a lot of people's positives on that a little bit because, yeah, it gives Game Freak more time to work on Arceus and also it might help them. But holy mother of crap, they could have been checking on this company more than once. That's literally how I feel about this remake. Because, I don't know. But like I said, I don't think it was fully the company's fault though. Because I feel like they were more forced by 2 incidents. The first incident is the previous obvious one being the whole Pokemon Dexit crap. Now, for those who do not know, although highly I bet many people do, but for some who don't know, hold on. Alright. So, the Pokemon Dexit was, the controversy over Pokemon's Sword and Shield, where everyone was being a crybaby over it. I know I'm sounding very slant, but trust me, I did this multiple times. I know it was a big boo-boo crybaby baby crap. Which I will admit, the only thing I will back up to it was, yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield story sucked. Like, I can't even help it. Even though it's my second favorite game of the Pokemon series, other than Pokemon, right behind Pokemon Y. But, come on now. It was supposed to be made for new fans and all that, and even then, I don't know. But the reason why I say that is, hold on again. Sorry, my ingestion is bullshit. But anyways, the reason why I say that is because of that incident, many Pokemon fans were literally, like, I've done many videos before, And literally every one of them was literally attempting to punch the balls of the people who work there at Game Freak and tell them to make them a fucking this. And I figured that may have what led to even that whole thing where Nintendo, because I don't think this was even Game Freak's decision. I think it was both the Pokemon Company and mainly Nintendo, who is the king of ownership of Pokemon, literally came in and separated the two. I literally believe that. And again, I do somewhat back up that idea, but it can only work if it can work properly, which at this point I didn't really think it did. But there was no doubt that I feel like the whole Pokemon Dexit crap really forced them to make this. And there's no doubt about it. Many people were literally desperately telling every freaking one, including the developers, hey, give us a absolute remake bullshit thing of this. Like, I guess they should be thankful because they got their fucking wish. Which, literally, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Like I said, whoever wants that thing, I said this to myself, whoever wanted this thing was pretty much a maniac. Because, like, I understand if you want to play hard games, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with difficulty. But if you're going to go through Mighty Number 9 motherfucking hard difficulty, I question you as a person. That's just factual. And no offense, because I understand people want to do hard games. That's fine. That's why some games are more popular than others. But holy crap. Holy crap, our world is going to die if this happened. I don't know. I'm just being... Look, I'm just Superman casual. I mean, shit, like, for real. This ain't even the worst game I ever played. I even have, let me just show you my proof. I literally have fucking actual Mighty Number motherfucking stupid mother bitcher 9 here as proof. I have played this. I have not beaten it and never will because of how stupid it is. I mean, ironically, I was able to get to the factory part on both DLC because I got this crazy ass cool this whole pack with the whole artwork and stuff. Probably gonna have to put another copyright stuff because of all this bullshit and blah blah. Still pretty nice, but still, this game sucked. It really sucked on because of how hard it is. But that is another story because we all know why it sucks, and that is literally explainable. But this is not, to my opinion. It really isn't, because, like, I understand that, but it really isn't, and something tells me, because, and by the way, if you're wondering why the first part has, how this had to do with the first part, it's because Pokemon Gen 4 was known for being hard. That was actually the point where many people were split off it, and again, I have a feeling that these hardcore, literally to the extreme Pokemon fans really want an exact 1-to-1 remake of a Pokemon game. And this is exactly what it is. It's not even a remake anymore. It's just a copy and paste update version of this. Which really sucks. It really does. Like I said, the only remake thing they did was the frickin' store thing. However, that's not the only reason. And again, this is where my theory goes into play here with this. Because, again, this is just my theory, and like I said, I'm not going to go into contact too much with it. But my second theory on why this became more of a copy-paste thing, other than the Pokemon fans, is because another remake has happened earlier that year. Or, not earlier this year, but last year, since this came out this year. And that was, no doubt, freaking Final Fantasy Remake. Now, for those who do not know, Final Fantasy Remake, or Final Fantasy VII Remake, is mainly actually a pretty much better correction of what a remake is. Because I feel like, and that's kind of also another issue, I think people don't understand what remake is. But that one, like I said, I won't clearly offend that game as well, because that one was weird. But because of how weird and zanky of it, in fact, for those who are wondering, I will send a link down below, because I recommend watching that video about the whole Final Fantasy Remake thing, because trust me, it's much better if he explained why it was garbage. But to make a long story short, it really yanked fans' expectations to a point of really them thinking the creator is literally giving them a middle finger. That is not a lie. Again, look at the video and look it up for yourself. But because of how bomb and controversial that game was, due to controversy of the whole bullshit of remake thing, my theory is many game companies looked at that, especially Nintendo, Game Freak, and whoever the fuck it is, ILCA, whatever bullshit. They really was desperately like, we can't do that. We gotta give them an exact remake. And that is also kind of forgiving, because like I said, the market idea of what a remake could be has pretty much become a disaster. Like I said, and actually, I have seen You Cannot Redo, and that movie was okay. I mean, heck, I don't care. I was super confused at the end. Just saying, in the beginning and all that bullshit. But I can understand why many people are confused. A remake isn't literally a copy and paste. Yes, it will still tell the same story, but there's gotta be a new element to it. And I will admit the Final Fantasy remake may abuse that thing, because let's be honest, it really wasn't a remake. Wasn't fully. It could have been. Like, I still consider it used in title properly, but they did blew up many people's expectation, and that whole situation is another can of worms. But for a better example, the best example I can see as a correct remake would be like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's because while the games are still the exact same story in some way, they change up a lot. They give us this actual same content. Like, I cannot tell you that the backup further why this god-ass game really is not even a remake, but more of a copy-paste. They pull off the crap of not having Sylveon in this. Like, it's literally one-to-one of the Pokédex of Gen 4 on here. And I understand before you say, yes, Leafeon and Glaceon wasn't in freaking Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but here's the thing. Heart Gold and Soul Silver didn't have the freaking rocks they needed to evolve with. And not talking about the evolutionary stones. I'm talking about the actual Moss Rock and Ice Rock. So that's forgiving. But this was updated with even the fairy typing. So it made no fucking sense. Like, hell, I'm even more surprised the fact that they might not even have crossplay with the fucking Arceus. This didn't even have crossplay with fucking... this Sword and Shield and all that, you know, the whole Pokebank thing. Which, by the way, I thought the Dexit people were complaining about how they couldn't have their favorite Pokemon in this game, and yet they're now shutting up because of that? Like, what the flying Mega Man fuck was that all about? Like, what? Like, my point is, and hold on again so I don't waste time. My point is I feel like because of those two pressures, because I do think both the Final Fantasy VII Remake and literally just the pressure of the Pokemon fans, of the toxic Pokemon fans, literally pushed them forward to crazy insanity because of this. And like I said, I don't have regret breaking this because holy mother of crap. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to attempt to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond yet until literally I get done with Pokemon Y. And like I said, and jokingly back up, I'm literally betting a lot of money that I'll only survive the frickin', like, I'll probably die in the underneath 10. If I do not die underneath 10, that's probably how long the game is taking. But still, I am not lying. And this worst part is, I was actually okay with some of this. Yeah, I was still mad, but I knew some bad stuff was going to happen. When these thing was announced, I was very salty. My saltiness was correct. But like I said, I don't mind if you guys like this thing. To me, it's garbage. But the real reason why I'm doing this video, other than to review how much I broke this game, because it literally broke me, not in a good way, but to kind of explain why I do not like this game, but also explain why, because I'm not the only one. Like I said, critics had already ripped a whole new face off this game due to the weirdness of it really being a copy and paste, not a remake. And I feel like there's a discussion on, like, the whole thing to take away from this, other than, yes, I do not like this game, bullshit, it's like 0 out of fucking 10, is, this begs the question where the remake is going to go. Like, it literally is. Like, what's going to happen with remakes now? And I hope to God that Nintendo and Game Freak and whoever this new company is get their acts together, because I feel like, let's just hope Arceus is great. I think it will. I don't care what people say about that new Volt Boar. Who gives a damn? But anyways, this has been Floxcat. I'm definitely snapping out here. Bye-bye.